Hey, y'all, it's Yoga Sunday, and we are live at Infinity Fellowship. We're getting ready to start service, so you got a couple of minutes to get your yoga mat out. You got a couple of minutes to just relax, get your water, get your towel, get your strap, your block, your books, whatever you want to use for yoga. It is for Sunday, and we are here. This is Sunday service, and this Sunday service is for your body, mind, and spirit. I'm Rev Jeff with the Infinity Fellowship, and we're getting ready for Yoga Sunday. So glad you're here. Hit the like button. Say hello in the chat box when you get a chance to say hello. It's good to see you, Tashana, Angie, everybody coming in. Tag your family, tag your friends, like, subscribe, share. Let's have an awesome Yoga Sunday. And so it is. Ashe. And good morning, Infinity Fellowship. Good morning to everybody, wherever you are in the world. Good morning to everybody in the space today. Namaste. Great to have everybody here. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, and I am the Chief Spiritual Officer of the Infinity Fellowship. And I am welcoming you today to Yoga Sunday. It is time for us to open the way, to cleanse the space, to clear the way, the path, for all of us to be able to vibrate together on a high frequency of love. Take a deep breath with me in. Exhale, let it all go. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and release. Another breath of gratitude in. Now allow the eyes to gently close. Exhale and release as you bow our heads together, as we open our hearts together, as we go to Spirit, as we go to the Divine Source. We reflect in this moment of gratitude. Gratitude for waking up this morning with the air in our lungs. Grateful to remember that the beginning of the day sets the tone for everything that we do moving forward. And so, God, we are grateful in this moment for you right now. We are grateful that you are perceived by many different names across cultures and ethnicities across this globe, and yet you are known by one solitary energy. That energy is love. That energy is light. That energy is power. And we acknowledge that presence now. We are aware of this presence, and we are aware of our connection to that presence right now. We give thanks from this grateful space that something may be said in this service today, that something will be shared, some person will be remembered in the calling on of our ancestors that will remind us that we are continually connected to you, that we need to do nothing but allow you into our space so that you may guide us in our divine purpose, so that we may continue to change the world for the better. We know that the world is in need of good. And so we commit to be a part of that goodness. We embrace it today. We feel it today. We vibrate with it today. And we radiate it today in thanksgiving. We proclaim all these things to be, and so they are. We say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe, and so it is. As we open the way to Spirit, we also want to make sure that we pause in this moment to recognize those who came before, the ancestors upon whose shoulders we stand. We pour with water at our altar here at Infinity. And when we pour that water out, we pour it into the earth. We pour that way because water represents those of us who are still walking around in the consciousness space that we call living. But it also connects us because the earth is where we all came from and where we shall return to. We recognize that those who have transitioned to the space of life after life, they're not dead, they're not gone, they're still with us. They're very much alive. They're alive in the breeze. They're alive in the remembrance of the sayings and the phrases that they gave us. They're alive in the lessons that they taught us. And so we reconnect that circle. We pour back into that energy when we pour our libations. So I want you to get in your mind, in your consciousness space, the people who have affected you in a positive way, the people who affected you even in a negative way that made you turn toward the positive. Because we recognize that everyone in our ancestral line didn't behave perfectly like we thought we should behave as human beings. But we know that they did their job, which was to get you here. And now that you're here, because of what you've been through, you have a heart for others that makes you radiate even more love and compassion and empathy. So get those names into your mind, and we'll begin as we pour the water to call their names aloud. You can call their names aloud at home. This is a great moment for you to gather your family and say, hey, I need you to remember Auntie. I need you to remember Grandma Corey. I need you to remember these names so that when we get through with this service today, we can have a conversation about how powerful you are, because you don't just stand alone. You stand on the shoulders of those who came before. We use the Yoruba word ashe. Everybody say ashe. Ashe. It is a pronouncement of power. It is a commandment and proclamation of, and so it is. And it also is a literal definition of breath, of life, of spirit, of essence. So it's a powerful word when you say it. So we say it when we pour our libations. So as you think of the people you want to remember in this moment, as I prepare to go to the altar for us, we also are grateful to remember the family of Brother Eugene Sibri. Brother Sibri, as many of you know, a community person here in Nashville, Tennessee, fell asleep night before last, y'all, and didn't wake up in his 40s. And so he was involved in a number of business endeavors. I met him at the Smoke, I can't remember the name, but it's the cigar bar here in North Nashville that was started recently. He was an assistant minister at the Jefferson Street Missionary Baptist Church, and very welcoming spirit, very involved in the community with community organizations, and you just never know when you stop by and say hello to somebody if you're going to see him again. So we're grateful for the energies of Brother Eugene Seabury. We're also sending love and energy to his family at this time. So let us prepare to pour our libations in this moment, and let us go to our altar today. Ashe. As we pour today, we say, cool water, freshen our spirits. Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house for our spiritual work. Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors together. Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation. Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity. Ashe. We pour to the energies of the North, where we find and commit to a sense of direction and purpose in this life. Ashe. To the energy of the South, which reminds us to remember from whence we came. Ashe. To the rising sun energy of the East that reminds us that today is a brand new day. Don't y'all bring anything in here from yesterday, because you can't get it back anymore. But the sun is shining today, even on a cloudy day. The sun is still there. Ashe. To the divine energies of the West, recognizing that when the sun goes down, the lunar energy still comes there. There is always light in the darkness, and we commit to be that light in the world. Ashe. To the ground below us, recognizing that we stand in our roots because our roots keep us grounded in who we are, and that is spiritual practice. Ashe. We look and pour to the skies above us, recognizing that in those blank landscapes, we paste and create our dreams and then bring them into manifest reality through action. Ashe. And finally, to the intersecting point where we all come together. Those 6 directions are combined with a 7th. It's the human heart, is the intersection of all of those roads where we stand in divine purpose and commit to live, to grow, and to know, and to show. And so it is. Ashe. And so we ask at this time that you go ahead and call aloud the names of your ancestors who you want to remember. If you're at home, you can call them aloud. You can even type them in the box. A lot of times people type them in the box so we can have a record to see all of those ancestors' names popping in, and we feel them in the space today. So let us say aloud those names at this time. David Carr, Catherine Carr, Thomas Bessie Haynes, Dylan May Carr, Pascal B. Carr, William E. Bernice Bronson, and as these names continue to come, as the energy continues to emerge into the world, we pour to the children in the world, in the womb, and yet unborn, and say together, Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. So it is done. All right, come on in, brother. Grab that one and just move that stuff out of the way. Put it on top. We got the energy in the house today. Oh, yes. We're going to ask, now that we have this space, for us to turn today to today's meditation, which will come up on the screen for you at home. Today's meditation comes from the spiritual teacher Sadhguru, who shares with us something very important. Every moment, there are a million miracles happening around you. A flower blossoming, a bird tweeting, a bee humming, a raindrop falling, a snowflake wafting along the clear evening air. There is magic everywhere. If you learn how to live it, life is nothing short of a daily miracle. And so it is. Take a deep breath on that one. Exhale and let it go. All right. Good to see everybody coming in. Good to see everybody in the space. It is at this point we want to remind you of our 4 core principles of the Infinity Fellowship. It's time for our statement of infinitude, and those 4 core spiritual principles that will come up on your screen, we call it SNAP, and everybody here we just snap because we remember how to snap. And it's really simple. The S is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects us to the God of our acceptance and understanding. The N is for nurturing of ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action, because we take action on our callings and we walk in our divine callings every day. And that P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy, prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. So grateful that you're here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving and living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many different names and yet known by one energy. This is the foundational practice of true inner spirituality. So wherever you are, we invite you to pause in this moment and say with us our statement of infinitude, which is also on the screen. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it, because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient words of wisdom that seal the deal. As they come up on the screen, we speak them together. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. All right, y'all. Is everybody excited to be here today? I'm excited to be here today. I'm super excited. I'm seeing people in space again. I got my brother over here, Courtney, in the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot, man. I love you. I love everybody. I'm loving everybody at home. Good to see so many in the stream. I'm gonna shout y'all out in a minute, but we want to say good morning to you. So today is the day that the God of your acceptance and understanding has made. We're going to rejoice in it. We're going to extend gratitude. So as we say good morning to you, we want you to turn to somebody and say good morning to them as well. I think we have a good morning song, Brother Joshua, that we play. And let me see if I can hear it. Yes. Good morning to you. Yes. And as we sing a verse of this song, we're going to invite you to sing along with us. And if you're with people, just kind of sing it to them. Don't be shy. And then we're going to generate gratitude by saying one thing that we're grateful. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say da 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 da. All right, we're gonna bring it under. Just everybody in space, find somebody and tell them one thing that you're grateful for in the spot today. Come on, give them one thing we're grateful for. Yes. I'm so grateful for you being here with me. I'm grateful to be here with you in the spot today. If you're in the chat box, put something up that you're grateful for. And let me see you. Grateful for your essence. I see it in the chat box today. Y'all know, I thought I was going to see y'all walking through the door today. But it's okay. So I'm grateful for you. Granisha, see you in the chat today. Grateful for you, Jonathan. See you in the chat today. Grateful for you, Lakeisha. Miss you. Good to see you. Grateful for you, Albert. Grateful for you, Angie. Grateful for you, Charles. Grateful for everybody that I'm seeing jump in this space today. And I see all these ancestors in here. Y'all know we are going in today on the gratitude feast. And as we are grateful, we want to make sure that you understand that we're going to continue to see you today. So don't be shy. This is your moment to type something that you're grateful for into the box, because in a minute, we don't have any thumbs, because your thumbs are going to be in a yoga mat like the rest of us. And so it is. Deshauna Lindsay's in here. Grateful. Put that one on the screen, Joshua, so we can get some gratitude in here. Grateful for the lessons that came through Sadhguru. Spirit be working. Yes, it is. Yes, it does. I've been following some of his teachings. See, Rev, you be knowing. Yeah, we just operate in alignment. You know, we get the practice in order and we operate in alignment. And what Sadhguru's talking about the miracles is really powerful, because we miss the daily miracles. You know, nothing is accidental. We always just end up at the right time, being in the right place, doing the right thing, and hearing the thing that we needed to hear. There's no accidents. So we just live in a space of gratitude, of remembrance, of being in that right moment and being in there. And so that's awesome. Lakeisha's grateful Felina's in the house. Grateful for my new beginnings and better connections. We got Wisconsin. We got Georgia in the house today. We got Lakeisha in the house. Hit that sunny moments. Let's get it on there. Grateful for meeting another sister on her journey through lupus. Her spirit spoke so much encouragement. We're sending that love to both of y'all and to everybody out there who is moving from a space of dis-ease to a space of ease and healing. We're speaking that into the space today, and we are in there. Next, we have Sister Leanne. Good to see you, Sister Leanne. Greetings from Belgium. We have Belgium is in the house. Grateful for this Yoga Sunday. So grateful that we're still getting around the world. You know, and to keep touching people around the world. That always just fills my spirit so much. Granisha's in the house, not in the house today, but in the virtual house, which is still there. Grateful for Infinity Fellowship. They're so welcoming. Feels like home and a great space for us in person and virtually for these last 2 weeks. We miss you, and we miss you too. And we can't wait to see you back here. We got a great time to be had, but we're also grateful for the technology to be able to connect. And we'll take a couple of more in there, Joshua. Yes, got our sister Essence, who we always shouted out. Grateful for rest. Got off work at 3:30 a.m. this morning and have to go in at 6:30 tonight. So yeah, you're going to get a little rest. We're going to make sure that you get some rest after Yoga Sunday. So we got, yeah, Shavasana. Kanita's trying to go right to Shavasana. She's been trying to go to Shavasana. We got to Yoga Sunday set up today. She's like, can we just, her and somebody else who I will not name, said, can we just go right to Shavasana and meditate? I was like, yes, in your mind, we can do that. So we're grateful in that space today. We got a couple more gratitude moments from Brother Phil Petrie. Good to see you, Phil, man. Grateful for stumbling upon this right now. You didn't stumble, get on the mat. You're going to stumble in about 9 minutes, but right now, you're not going to stumble. We're going to stand and you're right where you need to be. Roll out that space on the floor, Phil. Let's breathe together. Let's get some things moving. We also have Sister Angie Bartlett-Treese. We're sending energy to you, Angie. Grateful for a beautiful sunrise this morning. That is awesome. So I want to say good morning. This is our visitor time to say good morning to you. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr. In this space, I go by Rev Jeff, and I'm excited to welcome you. If you are a first timer, please type it in the box. You could say first time, and everybody else, while you have your phones or your devices, go ahead and give them a like or a heart or a thumbs up or some space like that. I want to let you know that you are absolutely here for a reason. This is the space where we move beyond just religious doctrine and move into a space of profound spirituality. We want to support you. We want to pour into you. We want to remind you that you're absolutely awesome. Most importantly, we want to remind you that you are seen. We work through a world where people are fighting, going crazy simply because they're not being seen or not being heard. We want you to know, if you're a visitor today, even if you're an old timer, that you are absolutely seen for who you are. You're not just a human being who showed up and came today to have a spiritual experience. That's going to happen. It's going to happen, though, because it's the other way around. You are a spirit that is navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. And so we like to say a special welcome. So here in the space, everybody turn to somebody, put your hands up. Send them some energy in their direction. If you're at home, send your hands up to each other. If you're sitting with people, if it's nobody with you, you put your hands up to the screen, and I got you. And I want you to hear this message. I want you to feel this message. I want you to receive this message. If you're with people, you can repeat this message. Most importantly, I want you to know this message as truth, the truth that I've come to know. Inhale, exhale, release, and repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Where I can let you know that you are not alone. I'm with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to grow, to learn, to embrace your dreams, to breathe, to stretch your body, and to celebrate your divine destiny. Now I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Ashe, oh, yeah. As you get in the groove, I'm going to put up the slide. If you're at home, you can take a picture of the QR code that you see coming up right now. That's a way for you to register as a new visitor, and we can send you a special gift so that everybody has something to show from when they came to infinity and got into the flow. Oh, I love it. So get yourself into the space right now. Get your mindset into the space right now for preparing for our practice. It is time for our offertory period. And our offertory period is a part of our Sunday service. It's a part of what we contribute to the good of pouring back into this wonderful space. It reminds us of who we are. Ain't it great to be reminded of who you are? So we're reminded today, so we're going to pause before we hit the mats and do our offertory, do our giving. For those of you who have given your tithes, you give your tithes during the week. It's a wonderful practice of giving that percentage back to the space where you receive your spiritual food. To those who give an offering, to those who give on Sundays and say, you know what, here's what Spirit moved me to pour back into today. You're pouring back into the universe. Universe gives you that breath, gives you that creativity. It gives you every single idea that you got, gives you the strength in your limbs. Oh my goodness, such gratitude. So we pause in this moment to give back. So as you are getting your devices, you can give via Cash App, you can give via PayPal, you can give via international PayPal, you can also give via snail mail, which is pretty fast these days post-corona. So we get it here at the Infinity Center, and we'll put a slide up for you in the meantime. But we want to charge that money because that money is energy. And we want to send that energy into the universe with good stuff on it. So as we are all participating globally around the world in this giving moment, in this pour back moment, we want to take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. We're going to bring up offertory affirmation on the screen, and we're going to say it all together with all of the energy and love and manifestation that we can put into it. All right, y'all let us know when we get it up. Okay, we got it up. Let's go. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess. You have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Yes. So let's pull our devices and we'll scroll under the bottom. We can scroll that info under the bottom too, Joshua. It's our new technology, but we will say that everything is good. So repeat after me. Everything is good. 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 I got it. I got it. I got it good. All right, let's sing that. We got a little music and we could do that same thing. Everything is good. Let us pause to give in this moment together. Oh, yeah. Everything is good. Let me hear you now. Everything is good. Let me hear you now. Everything is good. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I've got it good. Awesome. So for those of you who came out and y'all are sitting in the park somewhere, you say, I left all my devices. Well, you obviously didn't because you're watching. But if you didn't want to break the stream, you can also give at the end. We'll put the slide up for you there. This is the moment where we are beginning our practice. So today's what we'll do. Recognize that yoga is not about pain. It's not about trying to kill yourself or harm yourself. And it's not about trying to go too far, because if y'all know, if y'all been watching Infinity a few weeks, that's exactly what happened to me. I tried to go too far, too hard, too fast. And my niece said, did a hip hop song as a DJ. It said, hold up, wait a minute. And it didn't say much more for a long time. But today has been a good day. I got folks in the spot today that are excellent. I got Brother Shabazz, who has graciously and gratefully said that he's going to be up here in the front. So if you need a perfect kind of posture pose, we can always look at Shabazz. And I must say that Kanitha is here because she's keeping me in check, Courtney. She's seen me around because you see, when I get back in the space and then everybody's energy is here and that gracious energy is combined with a little bit of coffee, I start forgetting things. Literally, like it's gone from pain to discomfort, and then it went from discomfort to slight discomfort. So right in the slight discomfort, that's when we all go in. We're like, oh, I'm free now. No, I'm patient. So yeah, I'm not going to be hitting it too hard today. And because I'm not going to hit it too hard, I'm not going to make everybody else hit it too hard. So y'all going to hit it. Y'all going to hit it. Y'all ain't going to hit it too hard. Y'all going to hit it too hard. So how about that? We're going to give you double twos today. We're going to get it going. Move all your stuff. Clear it all out of the way. Let's prepare for the practice today. We're going to flow through a lot of this. This is the practice that we've been working on. It's the full chakra practice that develops the energy from the root to the crown. As we begin this space, here in the space, I will smudge at the end, but I'm going to put a drop of Sacral Chakra Oil in anybody's hand at once. So you just take a drop and there it is. Rub your palms together and smell it. And I want you to breathe in the color of yellow. Here it is. I'll be straight, man. We're going to. All right, it's a citrus. Any oil that has citrus in it is a sacral chakra oil, okay? So you can always rub your palms together with some sacral chakra oil. This particular oil is sun's eye oil. I use it. I think I talked about it before. You can catch it in most health food stores. But that energy of citrus, of lemon, breathe that in. The sacral chakra, when we get to it, is about that willpower. So I want you all to start inhaling the concept of willpower right now. The will to get through. The will to get through. The will to be present. Come to a seated position on your mat. Place your hands in an open space, wherever you like to place them that's comfortable, that allows you to focus. You can place them on your thighs, palms up, palms down. You can place them across your belly. You can place them across your heart. Wherever that space is for you to find that connective space, we want you to now prepare yourself for this practice by first breathing. Yoga is about the stillness of breathing. Any chart that you find that describes yoga, any Vedic scripture that you go to, any space in the Upanishads, any space in the Bhagavad Gita, any space in any weird name that you may hear and not understand because it's written in a different language, any and all of these spaces agree that what you're doing right now is the essence of yoga. Yoga meaning a yoke, meaning something centering and that will still you. In the ancient texts, you don't see a lot of the modern poses that we have. Those have evolved over time. One pose that you do see is the pose that you're in now, the seated position. If you do nothing more than this, even at home, you are doing yoga. in its purest essence. Inhale in. Exhale, release. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in and being very conscious of your breath, making sure that as you breathe in, you are slowing it down with each intentional breath. And with each exhale, you're not just letting it all go, you're exhaling at the same rate at which you inhaled. In this way, the breath becomes a conscious participant in your body and your spirit. Breathing in, breathing out, granting yourself permission to be present, to be grateful, to recognize that you are loved, that you're absolutely where you need to be. You're absolutely where you're supposed to be. You're right here, you're right on time, you're right in space, you're right in place. Oh, isn't it good? From this space of awareness, before we go too deep into our consciousness, we're going to place our palms of our hands together at heart center. And we're going to focus our energy on that green energy of our heart just for a moment. Continue to breathe it in and out. Allow your eyes to close. And then set your intention for today. What is it that you want to receive from moving through the practice? What is it that you want to work on or get stronger in? That intention is completely up to you. Focus on seeing that intention completed. The enjoyment that it will bring. The accomplishment that it will bring, the affirmation that achieving it will bring. And as you now clearly feel and embrace that intention, ask yourself, what am I willing to give? Am I willing to release my self-doubts? Am I willing to ignore that voice that tells me that I can't? Am I willing to release my emotions and my fear? Am I willing to let go? What are you willing to give? And now, with various intentions and various gifts attained and put into the universe, we ask that you focus with those eyes closed on the word yes. Y-E-yes. Be a yes today. Be a yes in this moment. And as we are committed to being a yes, we take one good deep breath in. Exhale and release. All right, release those hands to your knees. Good. Now bring your chin down to your chest and just begin to rotate your neck. Rotate your head in one direction or the other slowly, just loosening up the base of your neck. Just allowing yourself to smoothly, slowly activate those fluids in your spine, leaving the distractions behind, I leave behind in this exercise my serial distractions, because all I hear at times is snap, crackle, pop. So I have to stop paying attention to that cereal and focus on the gift of hearing snap, crackle, pop. Send it in the opposite direction now. Continuing to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming to a rest at center. Lifting those shoulders up and rolling them back and down. Shoulder circles toward the back. Really loosening up those traps and those delts. Feeling everything just relax. No judgment. Nobody's around talking about if you look silly or not. Great singers are the ones who are not afraid of looking silly. Michael Jordan was one of the greatest of all times. He got criticized for silly looks on his face and his tongue hanging out of his mouth, and he kept it and made it a new reality for people. Good. Reverse those circles now toward the front. Oh, yeah. Really loosening up. Really freeing those shoulder blades. Really starting to feel that release happening under your arms and your lat muscles and your back. And then coming to a rest of stillness, placing your hands, your palms down on top of your knees. We're going to do a seated cat-cow, bringing your chest forward, dropping your shoulders toward the back of the room, lifting your chin toward the ceiling on an inhale. On an exhale, collapsing in, rounding those shoulders down, tucking that navel in and up toward the chest. Good. Inhale, opposite direction. Opening that chest, bringing those shoulder blades back together. If you see in the front camera, if you need to look, you can keep an eye. Shabazz is turned to the side. Thank you, brother. Showing you that real arc of that cat and cow. Breathing at your own pace. Gaining some support from your hands on your knees if you need to, so that you can take it a little deeper in the stretch. Moving only as fast as your breath allows. So we're not going for a fast cat-cow, which might make you think like you get ready to pop the twerk. We ain't doing that. We don't want you to breathe too fast. We want you to slowly breathe. Fill up and then slowly exhale. And on the final exhale of breath, you're completely in the position. On the inhale, at the end of the inhale, you're at the maximum expression of the pose. 2 more rounds just like this at your own pace. Moving only as fast as the breath allows. Bringing your body in sync with your breath. And on that last round, coming back to center. Big inhale here. Exhale. Raise your hands and shake them out. Warm those wrists up. And then come to all fours on your mat near the middle. From the all fours position, we're going to work on making sure that we keep ourselves stable at all times, at every single point. During the practice, think about stability, think about balance, think about keeping your core straight and intact and contracted, and think about alignment. Remember, last year was the year of alignment. This is the year of attainment. In order to get attainment, to receive the things that you've been working on in manifestation, you must first get alignment. Same thing with your body. If you're going to go through this practice, you want to make sure that you're in alignment. Every point of alignment you should seek. Knees aligned with our hips, not fully out on the edges of the mat, but directly at a 90-degree angle up under your hips. Same thing with your wrists, with your hands, directly up under your shoulders. You see that straight line. Pressing down into the mat. Balancing the energy by spreading those fingers and pressing down in the mat. We're going to come back to that a little bit later. Now support yourself on the front of your body. Press and hold enough for you to slightly lift your knees and move them to the outer edges of the mat. Once they are there, lift your feet. Place your knees back down. Lift your feet, point your toes toward the back of the room. Bring your big toes together. Good. Now reach toward the front of the mat and sit back into child's pose. Good. If you are able, place your butt on your heels. If you aren't, go as far as you can. When your body says, hold it now, hold it now, hold it now, then that's what you do. Your body is talking to you. But now I want you to really focus on the breath. Focus on the tension. If you'll note, if you are reaching forward, there's energy that is pulling you toward the front of the room. If you're sitting backwards, there is energy that is pulling you backwards. So that divine tension of being pulled forward and being pulled backward, it creates an elongated spine. It creates a space underneath your arms that the air can now come into. And as it breathes into your body, that elongation activates the nerve cells in your spine. It activates the spinal fluid. And you never stop breathing. So even if child's pose, if you want to rest your head on a block, you can. If you want to rest your chest on a pillow, you can. Whatever can get you into that space where you now recognize that it's time to breathe. Inhaling deeply into your body, filling up your space, expanding who you are. We are hitting the divine essence of yoga now. 3 deep breaths in this position. As always, at any given time, if you feel you need to take a break, always take a break in child's pose. Congratulating yourself for making it here, remembering to be a YES, a yes. Plant those hands into the mat in front of you. Inhale. Lift your feet up and tuck those toes, move them toward the outer edges of the mat. Exhale, lift your hips, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, press back, drop your head towards your knees and your thighs into downward facing dog. Awesome. If you need that extra downward facing dog help, we're going to give you the downward facing dog trick. We want to create that pyramid. We want to have that point. Your hips, your buttocks, that's the point of the pyramid. So do not be afraid. In order to get this and get to more of a pyramid shape, I want you to bend your knees. Good. As you bend your knees, you drop your chest a little more towards your knees because you have more strength now. Good. As you are doing this, I want you to rotate your biceps outward, but keep your hands planted. So as we rotate our biceps outward, we get more core stability. Good. Lift those hips even higher. Come up on your tippy toes with your knees bent. Good. Now we're up on our tippy toes. Good. Bend those knees. Now straighten the knees. Keep the tippy toes. Straighten those legs, engage those quads, lift those kneecaps toward those hips, and then lower yourself back down on those heels if you're able to. If you can come to your heels, fine. If you can't make it all the way to your heels, that's fine too. But the more you push back, and the more you straighten the arms, and the more you turn your biceps outward and keep the planted. There we go. Now you actually get easier because the weight is not on the front of your body, the weight is on your hips. Good. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step, jump, or float forward. All the way to the front of the mat. Inhale. Come up halfway. It's a halfway lift. So I'm trying to get in on these, but then I'm trying not to, but I can get in on some of them. Exhale, forward fold, and then just hang there. Move a little bit from side to side. Warm your legs up. Breathing the entire time. Focusing on now planting your feet into the mat. Remembering the grounding of the roots, the 4 corners of your feet, the ball of your foot, the front edge of your foot, The left side of your heels, the right side of your heels, those four corners, drive them in. Good. Take an inhale, come halfway up. Flatten that back. Do not round it. So I want you to flatten the back. There we go. There we go. Lift that chin slightly. Good. You can place your hands on the mat, on the floor, on your knees, on your thighs, on your shins. Good. Exhale, forward fold it. Inhale, come all the way up and reach to the ceiling. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands together. Bring them to your chest. We're going to give 3 ohms. Om. That's how it's going to sound, okay? So let's say it all together. Inhale. Exhale, Om. Inhale. Last Om, inhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now open your eyes. Show me your palms. All right. Put your hands back together. Rest the thumb on your breastbone there. Spread your fingertips slightly. I'm going to show you the power that's in your hands. There are going to be 6 points on this hand that we're going to focus on. Whenever these hands hit the ground, we're going to focus on 6 points. So everybody show your palms again. All right, now look at your palms. All right, so there are 6 points that we're going for on this palm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fingertips. 6 is this arc right here. This is the 6th part. All right, 6th part. So put the 5 parts together, the 5 fingers together. Now engage the 6th part. Any point of contact on the mat or when your hands are together, each one of these points should be contracting and contacting the mat. It's the difference between just holding your hands together and pressing your hands together. When you press them together at all 5 points, do you feel active now? Now you feel this energy when you get on all fours and we get downward facing dog and we put those points onto the mat, it's going to give you strength and energy in the ground. So even when hands are at prayer, there is pressure to connect every single one of those points. And now you have an active space of not only prayer, but focus. We're going to use those hands today and make sure that we get the stability. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, release those hands to the sides. Stand a little taller, ground a little deeper. Turn both the feet at 12 o'clock. Feel the energy of turning your shins, your hips, and everything inward as you lift that navel up and in and back towards your spine. Roll those shoulders back and down so the chest opens. And now the spine is elongated. We're at perfect posture now. We have perfect energy. Take the 2 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Anytime you get frustrated, anytime anything bothers you, you can get in this position. This is a root chakra position. That color is red. So from this root chakra position, this will satisfy your need to be grounded. You can always find it. You can go to a corner, you can stand outside, you can go behind a tree and hit this position. It's called mountain pose or Tadasana. It's the same position we're going to be in at the end in just a minute, because it's also Shavasana, just with a mat under you. Inhaling this root energy, we're going to say the root mantra, which is a word of power. That's what mantra is, that activates this root chakra energy. That root chakra energy comes with a lam, with an L, L-A-M, when you see it in your mind. Lam, lam. That's how we do. Take a deep breath. Exhale. La One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Lam. Oh, that red resonant energy. I want to keep doing it, but we got to do all the chakras today. If we just kept this red resonant energy, y'all would be going off today. Y'all be going to the gym. Y'all will be trying to find a mate if there's not one available. That's what this stimulates, that root energy, that powerful grounding energy to start things moving in the body. So we're going to use this root energy and go through our salutations with the root energy. So big inhale, exhale in preparation. Inhale, reach to the sky, extended mountain pose. Exhale, starting from the lower back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, or float back to low plank. I can't help it, Shabazz. Inhale, upward facing dog. Bring yourself forward. Rest on the top of your feet, pointing back. You can lift your legs and engage them. For me, I'm going to rest my knees on the mat because y'all know I need to know better. Inhale again and exhale. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, press back into downward facing dog. If you got a bad knee, you can do a one-legged downward facing dog, like me. 3 deep breaths here, just to warm us up. Remember to make those self-corrections in downward facing dog. Don't try to hold it up with the front of your body. That's not going to help you. There you go. Drop that head tray. Straighten those arms, but turn the biceps. Turn these biceps. Yes, just like that. Drop that head, look toward the knee. Perfect. Looking much better. Lifting it up. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float forward between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. You can step, you can jump, you can float it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands, step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the transition of vinyasa between inhaling and exhaling on upward facing dog and downward facing dog, you can do 5 push-ups there. You can do 10 push-ups. You can do 5 on the upward facing dog. You can do 5 coming back. If you like that extra work, you'll get that. But for now, we're going through the basics. If you don't want the extra work, don't get the extra work. Do the work that we need now with a big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Step between your hands. Inhale, upward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, step, jump, or flow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Great job. We're not going to do a ton. We've done 6 for all of the directions today. And normally we do a matching set of sun bees, which everybody here just loves to do. We're only going to do 1 of those to complete that 7th direction. So take a big inhale now. Exhale, blow it all out. Step just your right foot forward. Inhale up into Warrior One on the right side. Good. We're going to check just to make sure that you're in Warrior One in a good way. It means that your knee, think about alignment, your knee is directly over your ankle. Even if you have to shorten or widen your stance. On your back foot, your left foot, you're lifting, even as you're lifting your kneecap towards your hip, which engages the quad, you're lifting the inside, that arch of your foot, even as you're driving that blade side down into the floor, which is giving you core stability and strength. You're squaring those shoulders with those hips and reaching up. That is Warrior One. Take a big inhale, send those thumbs toward the back of the room. Good. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale, step the left foot forward now. Good. Same thing. Inhale up. Check in with your body. Make sure that you're in alignment, that knee. Good. Pull me onto the mat a little bit, Trey. There we go. Good. Right there directly over the ankle. Back leg is great. Place that foot at a 45-degree angle, which means it's not in alignment with the back edge of the mat and it's not fully facing forward. That's good. 45-degree angle. Good. I'm going to turn those toes. Keep the heel, bring the toes toward my foot, Courtney. Keep coming. Keep coming. There we go. There we go. Good. Big inhale. Send the thumbs toward the back of the room. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's flow it. Step the right foot forward. Inhale up, Warrior One right side. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with your left foot, Warrior One left side. Inhale up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward. Inhale up, Warrior One. Drop that left hand back and that right palm forward, Warrior Two on that side. Keep an eye on Shavasana. He's going to show you that when you're reaching forward, you're making sure that you're square and that your front hand is being pulled forward, your left is being pulled backward, but your arms are parallel. Your chest is open. And you're fixing your gaze out over the top of your middle finger. Excellent. Your feet are checked in. Good. From Warrior Two, we're going to turn to face the side of our mats. Point your toes toward the corners, the front corners of your mat now. From this space, we go into the space of the Sacral Chakra, which is that orange energy. And we do that by dropping down into goddess pose, bending the knees and dropping down. Your palms would be up, palms would be on the knees, palms would be at heart center, or they may be faced in an OK mudra. I say OK because it's that forefinger to that thumb. And at that point, that's the goddess pose. If you want more out of the goddess pose, you can drop it lower. You can also come up on your toes so that you can reach that point of goddess perfection. See the energy coming into your body. That's the energy that's coming to your reproductive organs. So this is going to empower those reproduction organs and cleanse them. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit a little deeper if you can. Keeping all of the same principles, keeping your back straight, in alignment, just like when you were in Tadasana. If you feel yourself fall out of the pose, fall out of it. Get back into it. Yes, pat those thighs. The mudra is, the mantra is VAM, V-A-M. This is the VAM mantra. So take a deep breath and let's say VAM. Inhale, exhale. VAM. Inhale to stand all the way up. Let's move this thing. Come back to warrior two. Turn to the side. Good. Come back to warrior one. Now vinyasa. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step that left foot forward. Warrior one on the right, on the left side. We got it now. Exhale, down into warrior two. Inhale, turn to the side of the mat. Point those toes to the corner. Exhale, drop it down into your goddess pose on the opposite side. 3 deep breaths here. Supercharging that next chakra, that orange energy. Find the stillness. Inhale, and then we're going to exhale. Vaum. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Vaum. Inhale. Exhale. Drop it a little deeper. See if you can come up on those tippy toes for just 2 seconds. I love it. I love it. Exhale, drop the heels and come back to standing. All right, good, good, good. Matter of fact, let's take it on through. Take it on and inhale. Let's open it back up to warrior two. Let's come back to warrior one. And then exhale into low plank. Vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, come to the floor, all fours. Excellent. Now come to the floor, spin around into a seated position. We're going to work on the solar plexus chakra. That energy is the energy of yellow. So we're going to bring the yellow energy into the room. And it's going to be awesome for us. From this position, place your feet in front of you with your knees bent. Excellent. Reach behind you with the palms of your hand and your fingertips and just begin to lean backwards. And when you feel comfortable, lift your feet off the mat. We're going for a floor bow position. Once they're lifted, we want you to sit back on your sit bones and lift your hands from the ground and find the balanced space where you can bring your arms to your sides, pointing forward. If you have a strap, you can put the straps around the balls of your feet. If you need extra support, you can put your hands underneath the back part of your thighs. And as Brother Shabazz is showing you, you can hold it in a bent position. You can also extend the legs completely, and that gives you the same floor bow. Do not curve your body in. We want you to keep your shoulders straight, your chest open, and simply lean back until you find the space where you can balance. Getting down is easy. We'll see about getting up. Find that balance. Then we're going to hold that and breathe in. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Lower those feet toward the floor. Lower toward the back of the floor, but don't touch. We're going to get a couple of little extra ab things in here. Come all the way back up now. And lower. And up. Hang on in there. Get a towel. Get whatever you need. And lower. And back up. From this space of holding, take an inhale. We're going to exhale. Ram. Ram. If you can roll that R, you can. That's that Ram energy. R-A-M. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Ra. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Ra. Big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Lie all the way back. We get a 10-second Shavasana. We're like, hey, the good thing about working all of these chakras is you get a chance to have full body alignment, and you also get a little exercise. If you move through this practice, you fast forward it, you can get this whole practice done if you flow with it, breathing in and out, in about 7 to 10 minutes. So when we post this practice and put it up as part of your toolkit, you'll be able to get into it, and you'll absolutely love it. Your body will love you for it, okay? Feel the alignment. Remember where your energy is. We've moved through the root. We've moved through the Sacral Chakra. We've now moved to the Solar Plexus Chakra. So that energy of the willpower right there around your navel. Oh yeah, that's feeling good. So good. Lady Kanitha says she wants some more abs, but I said we'll get to that. I saw you over there trying to sneak in some crunches. I ain't mad at you. I love it. We'll get some too. All right, good. Before we get too rested here in this position, come on to a seated position, upright. Good. Now turn around and come to all fours. From all fours, rise up on your knees so that your shoulders are stacked on top of your knees. Good. We're going to go into the camel position. As Brother Shabazz will show you from the side so you can see what camel looks like. You're going to first make sure that your body is upright and aligned. So if we look at our alignment here, we see it and we feel it. Good, Trey, looking good. I see everybody over here. We've already picked up alignment. Shoulders align with hips. Hips align with knees. One straight line. From this straight line position, go ahead and bring your hands to the back of your waist and begin to bring your elbows together so that by bringing them together, you are opening your chest even more. Fight the urge to shrug your shoulders. Allow the flesh on the back of your shoulder blades to descend toward the floor. From this position, you're going to press your pelvis forward as you drop your head, the crown of your head toward the back of the room. You first see the ceiling, try to see the back wall if you can. That is enough for camel. If you're an advanced yogi or you want a longer stretch, you can reach behind you and you can place your hands on the top of your heels or around your ankles. You can also, if you have a block or a book, you can place them on the outside of your heels or ankles. And as Brother Shabazz is showing you now, you can simply place your hands on those. Good. Find the position that's going to be best for you. Hold it still. Good. Your chest is still going. That's good. Your navel's lifted in. Good. Hold it and breathe. This is the heart chakra. This is the color green. Breathe in the color green. When we do the heart chakra, when we do this space of camel pose, when we get to this space of the heart, I always think of Iron Man and Tony Stark. So I always think that there's this giant light in the center of our chest, and as we're breathing in, we're absorbing this green light and then sending it back out into the world. Big heart space. Big heart energy, y'all. We're doing great. Deep breath, and we're going to exhale the mantra, which is YAM. Looks like yam, Y-A-M. Yahum. Ready? Inhale. Exhale that green light. Yahum. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, and as you're exhaling, come back up from that position. position. Come on out of the pose. Relax yourself. Then come on back to your seated position again. And from the seated position, we're going to the throat chakra. And that throat chakra is going to be this brilliant, wonderful indigo color. So I'm going to ask that you lie back on your mat, center yourselves. You can do one of two things. You can do bridge and or supported bridge, or you can do a shoulder stand. So from the space of supported bridge, we'll start with that. If you want to do bridge, go ahead and bend your knees. Bring your feet towards your buttocks. Keep your head directly centered. We do not turn it from side to side. We do not move our head at this point because our chin is going to be tucked into our chest. And we do not want to damage our spine by moving our head from side to side. So if you're not in this pose at home yet, you can see what this pose looks like first and then get into it. And that's awesome. This pose is enough. This is yoga where you are. If this is the pose that your body can get into at home, this is the pose you get into. Nobody's judging any of that, even here in the space. Great. Hands to our sides, palms facing down. Coming into the pose, taking a deep breath. Exhale and releasing it. Bringing that navel in towards your spine. Taking an inhale, and on an inhale, let that middle of the hips be lifted up toward the sky as if I have put a hook in your navel and I'm lifting you up toward the sky. So bring those hips off the ground, raise them toward the sky. Good. Allow that chin to tuck into that chest and to breathe. That is the position. If you were to need any support, you can always place a block on the flat side, a pillow on the long side or the high side, whichever side will fit you. I'm just going to guess Shabazz is going to be about tall. Supported bridge. Matter of fact, we're not doing shoulder stand today. We're doing supported bridge. We want to make sure that you are in a comfortable position where you can hold that. Three good, long, solid breaths. Advanced yogis, if you like, you can point your fingers and bring them together underneath your body, clasping your fingers, interlocking your fingers, keeping your arms planted, your forearms planted on the ground. Everyone else, remember what we talked about with the palms. They are active, all 6 points, fingertips, knuckles driving in. The arc in the palm of your hand driving in, giving you that critical support. Good. We're going to take a deep breath and we're going to say the mantra for the throat chakra. This is the space where your voice is. We want your voice to go into the world. Your voice needs to be heard. You need to strengthen your voice and your purpose. You need to speak your truth. All of these come from this throat chakra, and we're clearing it now. That throat chakra, there's some double entendre somewhere, but it's actually ham, H-A-M. There's somebody's feeding their throat chakra with another kind of ham, but we're giving the vibratory space of ham. Haum. Inhale and exhale. Haum. We need to do one more clear one on that. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Oh, the spirits forgive me because I cracked out laughing on that one. Kanitha said, ham, oh, ham. I'm sorry, but it was hilarious. So because of that, we're going to make this even better. Lift all the way up, remove the block or the pillow if you have it. Lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, come back up. Inhale, bring those hips back up. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Now extend the legs all the way forward. You can stay right there, Baz, though. That's what will be good so that they know. From the extension of the legs all the way forward, want you to raise your feet toward the ceiling, straighten your legs, and give me a 90-degree angle. Just like that. Good. As you can straighten them. Good. Inhale, press those palms into the floor. All right, inhale. Exhale, lower those legs all the way to the floor. Inhale, bring them all the way back up. Now lower them 30 degrees. Hold and breathe. Continue to breathe in and out. Lower them another 30 degrees. Now lower them 2 inches from the floor and breathe. Almost there, y'all, almost there. Bring them all the way to the top. Drop them 30 degrees. Hold and breathe, in and out. Here we go, Charlie. Drop them another 30 degrees. Hold and breathe. Drop them 2 inches from the floor. You can bend your knees if you need to. Hold them there. Exhale and release to the floor. Take 2 good deep breaths there. I know we need them. Everything, all your body, everything in this practice, everything. Just these few minutes alone set you off every single day. Commit to be a yes. You were a yes. Good. Roll over to one side. Go to the fetal position. Press yourself up to seated. Cross your legs. Place your hands at heart center. And now we're going to focus on the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra, as we move into that energy of violet that comes into the space with the third eye, as we now change and embrace our energy here, we're going to focus on our breath, and we're going to breathe in a circular way. So with your left hand placed on your heart, take your right hand, and we're going to place our thumb of our right hand against our right nostril. So we can go ahead and open our eyes for now. And we're going to breathe in through our left nostril. We got the right nostril closed. Breathe in. Once we're full, we're going to leave 2 fingers touching our third eye, and we're going to close it off with our ring finger, close that left nostril off with our ring finger, and exhale through the right nostril. At the end of the exhale, we're going to close it off with that right thumb, open the palm of the hand again, keeping the forefinger attached to the middle of your eyebrows. Inhale. Hold it. Switch, close the nostril. Open the right nostril. Exhale. Complete the breath. Close it off with the thumb. Inhale in the left side. Hold. Close off the left side. Exhale through the right. Complete exhale. Close it off with the thumb. Inhale on the left side. Continue to breathe like this on your own. Allow your eyes to close. Your forefinger touching is reminding you that you are now breathing through and into your third eye. The third eye, physiologically, is your pineal gland. It is the space where melatonin becomes serotonin in the middle of the night. It's why when you say, I need to sleep on something, and you get the revelation in the middle of the night, it's because between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., this melatonin is being secreted and transformed into serotonin, which calms your body, which opens your brains to hear things, from your spirit, from the Creator, from the ancestors. In ancient times, you saw this in Kemet or Egypt, depicted by the vulture or the snake coming out of the pharaoh's headdress. That was the pineal gland. It was the third eye. Circular breathing, this pranayamic breathing technique, allows you to open that space. So inhale and exhale. 2 more rounds, just like this. When you complete your last round of breathing, simply place your hands back at heart center, engaging in that mudra that we call Anjali, which is the mudra of the heart, and continue to breathe with your eyes closed into a space of peacefulness. And of course, as it would be, the third eye chakra is also the mantra of awakening the vibratory space of the God inside you. That's what we started with, Om. So we're going to inhale and exhale, Om, on that. Inhale, exhale, Om. Inhaling that purple energy. As we exhale, we're sending it through our third eye. Exhale. One more again. Take an inhale and an exhale here. Embracing the consciousness vibratory space that you're in now, we reach the final pose, which is the pose of the crown. That is the space where spirit speaks to us, enters into the top of our body, and illuminates the rest. We made it through, so lie back into Shavasana. If your Shavasana at home involves a spiritual practice of taking the lights down, you can take the lights down at this point in your space. You can light your incense if you like to in your space. I'm going to smudge the space here, so you'll see me lighting some sage and some copal and some Palo Santo to make sure that this energy goes into the space today. I invite you in the space of Shavasana, lying back, corpse pose. It's the end. I invite you to absorb the affirmations that come both from my verbiage and my space and from the space of your spirit. So tune in and listen, and then congratulate yourself for making it here. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Spirit is with me always. Whatever I have been brought to, I have been brought through. Therefore, I am grateful. I am here in spirit. I am here in truth. I am here in transparency. I am here in authenticity. I commit to show up every single day. I commit to live my life and my vision. I commit to be myself because everyone else is already spoken for. I was created with a purpose, and that purpose is mine. What a blessing it is to be me. A divine representation of God. I am healed. I am strong. I am free. I attract what I am, not what I want. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. And so it is. As we now begin to welcome ourselves back into the space of consciousness, we give thanks for making it through this awesome practice. We give thanks for being in a space of goodness. We give thanks for just being present today. What a gift. So we wiggle our fingers and wiggle your toes. Come on back to life wherever y'all are. Come on out of Shavasana into this space. And you do that by rolling over to one side into the fetal position, giving yourself a space to breathe. And just congratulate yourself. You made it through the practice. You gave your all to a unique Sunday service space, because it's more than just a practice. This is how we express our admonition, our understanding of God. This is how we do it on Fourth Sundays, y'all. And you've done it in this moment today. So congratulate yourself for getting through it. And congratulate yourself for what you're going to feel today and the rest of the week. Extra aware of the miracles that are going on around you every single day. Absolutely aware of the miracles that exist in your life. Because the ultimate miracle began as you are lying right now, when you were tucked in the fetal position in your mother's womb. The miracle began when you stretched out and you emerged into the world and committed to do what only you were born to do. What a gift it is. What an awesome gift it is. From that position, pressing yourself up to seating. Pressing our hands together at heart center. Giving divine thanks that we have completed our practice today. We've completed the service today. We've made it through. Recognize, if you're with somebody, turn to them and recognize that the divine in you recognizes the divine in them. The word we use is namaste. 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 Everybody. All right. Good. Well, what a great Yoga Sunday. Take me back to zero, Josh, on the lights. Great job, y'all. Great job, everybody in the house. Oh, man. I feel like old days, superstar days, back in the days. Go ahead. So yes, as we are in the space today, as we are gathered, we want to thank you for joining us today for Yoga Sunday. Again, share the replay for people. There are a lot of people who get on the replay to share. We also want you to know next week is Spirit Sunday, so that means we'll be back here. We got the voices, I think, Sister Kanitha? Yes, Voices of Infinity will be here. We'll be back here in the round like we are every single Sunday. This is your first time, check in, let us know. Say hey in the stream again if you can get your thumbs back before we get to the space today. But we want to remind you that all is well. And in this sacred space, we say thank you for being a part of the Infinity Fellowship. And we close out with a small perm. So everybody close your eyes, send your energy toward the God of your acceptance and understanding. We give thanks in this space today, God. We give thanks for the practice today. We give thanks for the energy today. We give thanks for every great thing that is going to emerge in this week for everybody. We are speaking that there is so much abundance in the world that everybody has a chance to get everything that they want and need and desire. So we're speaking the uplifting of people. We're speaking the healing of people. And we're speaking the manifestation of all of these energy centers in our walking, living temples that we call these bodies. We speak and proclaim these things to be true, and so it is. May the love of God, the peace of the ancestors and the cosmos rest, rule, and rock and abide with us henceforth, now and forevermore. Let us all say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. All right. So Felina, Tashana, everybody, Essence, we see y'all in the box, man. We hope y'all have had a great day today. Don't forget to get on and get your support. This has been Rev Jeff and the entire Infinity Fellowship family, reminding you that we love you guys. That's a fact you cannot change. We'll see you same time next week. Y'all be good. We love you.